And these YouTubers, they be acting like everything's sweet.
Cause that's
Yeah, they be thinking everything's sweet. Like they be making
well,
every,
it's a persona they have to put forth. Like it's different for you and me because we're literally uh, chronologically filming our journey. So we're capturing the good, bad, and the ugly. But if your brand has to be a certain image to attract, right? To attract a certain person to get, their money or whatever, you gotta, everything's great. Come.
I'm gonna say influencers, they telling us you can make this amount of money over here in Africa. It's all these business opportunities and stuff like that. But I don't see nobody really prospering off of what they talking about.
Oopie. Oopie.
I feel like you got to come over there and do what you love to do. Like if you're an artist, you need to go over there and sing. You like to paint, go over there and do what you love to do. And I feel like that's how you're gonna do it. Yeah, you can get some people to help you to come up over there, but ain't nobody really making that much money over there to where people are making money. Don't get me wrong, but they're not making that much money to sustain. All the African diasporas over there. You know what I'm saying? We paying for our land, but everybody thought it's for free. But of course, nothing is free. But I thought about actually buying some land in a Sable. See, I didn't know about a Sable till after I bought the land. About a week after. That's what was so crazy. My
Mm-hmm.
algorithm was a little behind, so when I bought the land, I started seeing a Sable pop up in my algorithm. I'm like, dang, I should have waited. And me getting this knowledge, it's a waiting game now. If I buy some land, I'm playing the waiting game. Like I'm gonna
You
just
first, I love that you said algorithm, and I love that you said I should have waited. Because as you know, you've been hanging with me for a cool minute now. Like one of the most consistent stream sponsors. And the top two things when people reach out to me, they're emotionally imbalanced and in a rush. The common denominator of everyone I talk to.
and I was in a rush too.
And I,
Yeah.
I do want to go back to when you said prospering, because a lot of people don't talk about this aspect. The people I know that are prospering, their source of income is coming from the States or from England. It's not originating from Ghana,
Right.
right? So their clients who where they're making money from is from the diaspora, not from within. So
Right.
there's people that are prospering, but not because they started in Ghana. It's because they're either getting rental income from the States, right? Or their clients, their customers, they're bringing the outside euro, they're bringing the dollar in, if that
Right.
makes sense. Because even the ones who actually shared it publicly, Jerk Soul, right? So a lot of people are like, I'm leaving America, I'm leaving the States, I'm cutting off everything. And they get there and they realize, oh, this currency is so volatile.
Yeah.
I can't survive off of Ghanaian currency. So
Right.
what
Right.
did he do? He went back to Texas, opened up a restaurant there so he can continue to have
I,
the dollar come in.
so I was gonna send you a picture when I was at Jerk So too. That food was pretty good. Yeah,
Mm.
that food was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I had that. He made a custom meal for me because it was
Yeah.
on a Sunday. They were having like brunch,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm vegan, I'm plant-based, so and he made me a meal. I said, oh, I'm coming back here. So yeah, I uh Jerk Soul folks, if you have when you go to Ghana, you must go to Jerk Soul, period.
Mm-hmm.
The food is great, the atmosphere is awesome, the view is great, like it's a
Right.
must. But I love that you brought that up regarding prospering, because you go there when if you're entrepreneurial, you want to start a business, and you must understand that your income needs to come from outside of Ghana to you.
Or you already gotta have it. Or you gotta have a lot. Either
Retirement, retirement money. Most people, they're retired. They're living off their retirement money, either from their corporations they work for, or the military, or they have an online, they work remote, but their money is still the euro or the dollar. You guys feel what we're saying? It's not the Ghanaian currency that people are surviving on, right? And I always say, not always, but most of the time when we talk about this,
Mm-hmm.
one sanction away of everyone flying their behinds back home. How
Right,
do I
right.
know this? Because I went through a sanction. At the time my money was with Chase. Chase was sanctioned at one point with
Mm-hmm.
Ghana. And I
Right.
couldn't get my money to pay for my land. Then I had another YouTuber. What did he do? He went back to the States because they weren't sending his money, his retirement money. So he had to go back and he stayed until he got it fixed. I
Mm-hmm.
said, one sanction away of everyone returning. Of course, we don't want that to happen. But if you don't hear it on anyone else's channel, you better have your income in place. You better have rental income. We better have a business where the source of what the income is the euro or the dollar or some currency that's stronger than the Ghanaian GHS.
Right.
Because folks, no, no, you don't. No, you don't go there and thinking that you're gonna just prosper within the
Mm-hmm.
currency. You go there with your skill set to create business, but your source of money is coming from the outside.
What you think about? I know this interview about me, but what do you think about people doing business but not doing business with the people of Ghana, like the locals?
They're missing the boat. I think that's the stupid to me.
They
It's
basically
stupid.
they're basically doing business with diasporans, but they're not doing business with the locals. You know, they leaving them out. What you think about
The
that?
the ones I know that incorporate the locals with them are the most prosperous ones. Okay. So if you're avoiding the locals, it's just a matter of time. In my opinion, especially if you're new. Now, if you're there, like the Lebanese, they've been there for 100 years. China, they're coming with money, so they can do some avoidance. But people that are like you and me, simple. We don't have a huge influence. We don't have a lot of money. We're just taking our little 10 grand, right? That we Ubered for and saved up for to just get a little bit of land. Us ignoring the local community is suicide. Because if you're coming with power and money, that's different. But if you're like me and you, and that don't know no one, oh no, what do you do? That no,
That's right.
you're not making it.
Like, see, the whole time I was basically hanging with a couple of YouTubers, you know, so I had my own time, but like you were saying, you need to stay there for at least
Six
90 days.
months.
Oh, you said 6 months.
Yeah.
Months, but
Collectively.
I only stayed
Collectively.
I only stayed 2 weeks. When I went to Ghana, I didn't want to come back. When I went to Nairobi, I didn't want to come back. But I was like, I gotta. I'm not gonna say I had to come back, but that was the best option for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to start building something so I can start taking vacations out there and starting up businesses. That's what I.
This
That's what
is
I
so
hope. That's what I hope to do.
this is exciting. This is so exciting for you. Like you started this in your 20s. You know how many people are not even thinking, they're thinking about turning up at the
Yeah.
club.
Hey, I was thinking about turning up too, but I was like, I gotta do something else too. You know, I can't just be turning up, spending insane amount of money and for no reason really. It's good to have a nice time, but you ain't gotta have a nice time every day. You know,
And probably what you spent on your land is what people are spending on alcohol in 6 months or a year. Easy.
that's what. I'm saying. And I'm trying to motivate people to go to Africa. Like it was big for me, and getting denied from your family and stuff like that. Oh, you crazy? Oh, you want to go to Africa? I'm like, I mean, it's nobody ever did it that I know. Because when people see me,
I'm the
they be like,
first.
You the first too
Hmm.
in your family?"
Yeah, Africa was on none of our radars at all.
When you go to these different countries, you money automatically coming out your pockets. You got to pay for phone service, all these different bills. But I'm like, yeah, it's a different perspective. You gotta have money to travel. And these YouTubers, they be acting like everything's sweet.
Cause that's
Yeah, they be making like they be thinking everything's sweet. Like they be
well,
making
it's a persona they have to put forth. Like it's different for you and me because we're literally uh, chronologically filming our journey. So we're capturing the good, bad, and the ugly. But if your brand has to be a certain image to attract, right? To attract a certain person to get, their money or whatever, you gotta everything's great. Come. Like plus if that's your source of income is YouTube, you're gonna do what you need to do, right? But thank goodness there's people like you, like me, like JR, like other people that are just recording their journeys and telling the truth, right? Not saying that other YouTubers are lying. It's just they have to do things in a certain way, right? We don't because we decided to vlog our experience. So we don't have to put on, a show.
That's what it is. It's a show. It's a show.
Join our free newsletter for land updates, group trips, and international real estate connections. Link in the description box. Now available, ebooks and e-workbooks to mentally and emotionally prepare you to visit, repatriate, or buy land in the motherland. And the authentic handmade kente cloth I got from Kumasi, Ghana is now a home decor line made by yours truly. Get a piece of the motherland until you can visit yourself. Click the link in the description box to visit my store.